place that looks like a traditional marketplace, and one thing you can't miss out on is the local delicacies, and we're looking at some right now.
That's right. You always have that question, the battle of whether to have bulgogi or galbi or regular bibimbap or something else, right? Well, right now it's pajeon or
Versus
kimchijeon.
That's right.
I go with
want
pajeon.
kimchijeon.
Pajeon, you get more bang for the buck. Look at all the ingredients in
I
there.
want kimchijeon. How about we get both?
Okay, we'll just do that. We'll get pajeon and kimchijeon. But pajeon 혹시 있으세요? And here it is. 감사합니다. And look at that. Look at all the many ingredients in there.
That's right. Let's take it to our table and
Now
dig it.
but we have to get the kimchijeon first.
There's our manim waiting for us, right?
Welcome. I have prepared
food.
2 full tables
Wow,
of
thank you
dishes
so much
for you.
this. We brought some puchon for you.
Oh, yay.
We had a whole debate on whether we want pajeon or kimchijeon, so which is it for you?
Kimchijeon for me.
I'm telling you,
Agree me on this.
pajeon has the most bang for the buck there. But you know, it does not look complete, and it will be completed with an alcoholic beverage,
The
right?
alcoholic beverage made at home. This is called 가양준. Each home in Korea makes its own alcoholic beverage and serve on charesang or for visiting guests.
And the taste of 가양주 used to determine whether the family was going to have good or bad luck. For example, if the alcohol that was going to be used for a wedding went bad, they took it as a bad omen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, no bad omens here. I'm sure this is going to taste fabulous. By the end of the Joseon dynasty, they had over 1,000 different flavors of the 가양주. And we'll take a look at more on this next report about 가양주.
All right, so is Korea today going to have a good year? Let's find out.
Every Chuseok season, stories come out highlighting the sales of surprisingly expensive alcoholic drinks. This is because a lot of people choose to give high-quality liquor as gifts during the holiday season. Traditionally, Koreans made their own wine at home, called 가양주, to offer the drinks up during ancestral rites. So it's not an overstatement to say the country's alcohol culture stems from 가양주. Nationwide, there were more than 1,000 kinds of 가양주. Out of them, there are drinks that have been designated as cultural assets, like the samhaeju, which is an intangible cultural asset of Seoul.
Every Chuseok, each home used to offer traditional homebrewed drinks along with newly harvested crops and fruits. And these homemade drinks were made with the new crops, so it tasted great.
Alcoholic beverages are very important when it comes to Korean traditional ceremonies. In the past, when Korea's agricultural productivity was small in scale, brewing alcohol with precious produce was considered extravagant, and that's why it carried such significance. Samhaeju artisan Kim Taek-sang describes the strengths of Korean traditional drinks.
It's made from 100% domestic grains, making it the most compatible with our bodies. And since the brewing and distillation process is longer, the taste is that much better.
One distinct characteristic of Korean homebrewed alcohol is that it's fermented numerous times. The clear alcohol that has undergone a fermentation process is scooped up with a special strainer called yongsu in Korean. This first refined rice wine is called cheongju, and after further distillation, the volume of the drink shrinks to about 70% and soju is made. This is probably why distilled liquor, despite cultures, was regarded as a high-quality alcoholic beverage. Recently in Korea, more and more people are opting to make their own liquor at home. And participants, whether old or young, attend these programs as more of them become interested in homemade drinks.
A lot of people show interest in traditional wine brewing since they don't usually come across such experiences. At times, I wonder if our traditions that should be seen as something familiar have been forgotten because so many people are fascinated with our old ways and are now looking to try out these experiences.
It's clear at this Cheonju Traditional Wine Museum, where a homebrewery class is underway, that many want to learn more about making their own traditional wine.
When I was little, I remember being dizzy and drunk after secretly eating the leftover rice used for making wine.
Doesn't taste carbonated, and the taste itself is deeper and stronger, probably because of the higher alcohol level.
We visited Hong Mi-kyung's home, where after taking home brewery classes, she has become a new fan of rice winemaking. Hong was busy making drinks that would be served during her family's ancestral rites. Hong has already done this for 6 years now. She started to brew her own alcohol because she missed the smell of rice wine that her mother used to make at home.
Everything tastes better when more effort is put into it. Drinks taste much better too when you truly devote yourself to the whole brewing process.
When making rice wine, Hong first cooks and steams the grains and makes donut-shaped rice cakes, as this process will instill a fruity scent into the liquor. It's also interesting to see Hong actually make yeast in a traditional style at home. Yeast is an important ingredient that can determine the taste of the drink. So why does Hong devote so much time in making a homemade rice wine?
A lot of us start homebrewing because we're nostalgic of the rice wine scent we experienced when we were little. So I think if more homemakers make homemade liquor, our children will follow the trend because they will be able to remember past memories.
Hong too conducts several fermentation processes with her rice wine. Afterwards, she carefully mixes the base liquor with steamed rice, as this will add yeast to each grain of rice, helping with better fermentation. And now, time will do the rest. After 20 days, the well-fermented rice wine will be ready to be served. Since Hong started making her own rice wine at home, she says family time as well as visitors have increased. And this is how the tradition of serving homebrewed drinks to guests still lives on.
엄마 이거 맞췄다.
맛있지? 좋아, 엄마도 맞춰온 것 같아.
I like the fact that we can do something so traditional here at home, and my mom's a great brewer, so I'm proud of it and I think it's a great experience.
Through such traditions, people continue to pass down Korea's history and spirit in their homemade drinks.